Why is it that we have one private company determining the medical school curricula and education of every medical school in the United States? They have a monopoly because they write the exams and they accredit the schools. So imagine if every college had a curricula and standardized exams written by one private company. What would that look like? You wouldn't see innovative advancements in education. And guess what? Medical education is a joke. It's a joke. We are in dinosaur level practices of writing on stone tablets and memorize and regurgitate the molecules of the Krebs cycle, 5 different points in your medical education. Why? We're teaching technical skills, but we're not teaching the non-technical skills, like listening and being empathetic and communicating clearly and humility, knowing your limits. That's what makes somebody a good doctor. Interpreting the literature critically. Instead, we beat these highly creative, altruistic young people with this memorize and regurgitate culture. You memorize all these drugs, you regurgitate it, you come out with a reflex, you put your head down, you see things that just are bizarre. They make no sense. They violate every piece of intellectual curiosity in your brain. And you're told, put your head down, just keep memorizing, regurgitate, taking a 5-centimeter margin for a melanoma in the leg, but a half a centimeter margin if it's on the face, and nobody asks, well, wait a minute, do they have different results or the same results? The average age of puberty goes down 1.5 weeks every year for the last 30 years. Kids are having puberty now years earlier than what they had just half a century ago. Is anyone asking why? When pancreatic cancer rates double in the last 20 years, is anyone asking why? When the first day of anatomy class, and I'm curious what your experiences were in the first day of anatomy, I remember we saw the lung, the first time I saw the actual lung, and it was black. And it appalled all of us. And the instructor saw our reaction and said, oh, that's because this cadaver that we're dissecting was someone who lived in a city, and people who live in a city, their lungs are black, but don't worry, it doesn't hurt you. And I just thought, well, it's amazing how dismissive we are on these big topics. Drink 3 glasses of cow's milk a day for every adult. That's a recommendation that still goes on to this day.